How you guys doing? I went to Walmart and I have a crazy story for you. And I'm going to save the crazy story to the end of the video, but I'm going to share that with you guys in just a moment. Let's see, where did I put it? So the first thing I grabbed was this vinyl here. I've been trying to get a new vinyl basically every month. I don't even have like 20 vinyls, and I'm trying to really beef up my vinyl collection. So I think it's like a fair thing to do. Buy one new vinyl every single month. And the first one I grabbed this month, because it's like 22 bucks or something like that. And this is the Goo Goo Dolls Greatest Hits Volume 1, the single. So this is pretty cool. Nothing too fancy. It's just it's just a kind of a pretty simple album. I think when this was up for pre-order price at Amazon like a month ago for like 20 bucks. I really should just pre-ordered it, but I didn't do that. So I saw it in Walmart and I was like, all right, if I order it from Amazon, it might have been cheaper, but I wouldn't have got it day one, so this is a nice find, and it's pretty cool, pretty nice. You got some singles on there. I feel like I've heard a couple of their songs, haven't heard a bunch of them, so I definitely want to listen to that and kind of hear some of their hits. You're going to laugh about this one. I picked up Tom and Jerry and Willy Wonka and the Tom and Jerry, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which does not roll off the tongue very well. I'll be honest. I just want to own every single direct-to-video Tom and Jerry movie. And this one, when this one came out, when did this one come out? See if I can find a date on it. I'm not seeing a date on it, but I think it was 2017. This one got torn to shit. And to be honest, I think there's worse ones since then. I don't know why this one specifically got torn to shreds, but they stopped making these things after that one came out for a while. And then they made a new one later this year, which I haven't bought or watched yet. I think next time I see it in a Walmart, probably just pick it up and watch it finally. Should have pre-ordered that, because I like reviewing some of those Warner Brothers direct-to-video titles. There's one coming out in June. It's a Looney Tunes movie that I want to watch. So I'm going to pre-order that so I can review that on the channel. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I've heard horrible things, but I want to have all these. This is $7.50, and I've seen this for $7.50 before in there. But what really got me to get it this time is it had a slipcover. I always see them without slipcovers, and this slipcover actually does look nice. I do really like Willy Wonka, so I don't know. It's probably awful, but I don't really care, to be honest. I just want to have all those Tom and Jerry direct-to-video movies. And then this is a Mill Creek title that was on sale for $7 at Walmart. And I've never seen this movie. It's a Vince Vaughn double feature. The first one's The Breakup with Jennifer Aniston in it, and I've never seen that. And then we got a Ron Howard movie, which is pretty interesting. I love, little secret about me, one of my favorite directors is actually Ron Howard. We're talking Willow, A Beautiful Mind, Apollo 13. The guy's just got a library of work that is great. I love, and I know him from as Richie from the Happy Days, that type of stuff. So, seeing it, and it was funny. I was actually watching the Happy Days, and then I randomly came across A Beautiful Mind in a Goodwill, and I watched that for the first time. Was blown away. I was like, this Ron Howard guy, I gotta check out more of his movies, and ever since then I've been a fan. So I'm pretty interested in that one. And for $7 for two movies, and this is a Mill Creek title. Like I said, I love Mill Creek. I kind of pick up a lot of their titles. So, and there's more coming out in June that I'm very excited about. And it is just one disc for two movies, but it's okay. I prefer one disc, but they gotta do what they gotta do to give these things to us so cheap. So I love the Scream movies. I have Scream 1 on 4K. I have the Scream triple feature, which has like 2 documentaries. I've watched all the movies on here. I've watched the documentaries yet. I need to do that. And then I have Scream 4. So I have all the Scream movies. And, if you guys know, I reviewed all the Scream movies on the channel. And I'm a big Scream fan. Scream 5, I had wanted to watch a second time in the theater. And when the day I went to go do that, the projector was not working in my local theater, so I just took my ticket because I was the only one in there. The movie had been out a while because I finally got a chance to check it out a second time, and I swapped it to see Uncharted, and that's why that review happened. Because if you guys been following the channel, you know I didn't want to review it, and so, you know, ever since then I've been wanting to watch Scream 5 for a second time, but I saw it on Paramount Plus, and I said maybe, and I was like, no, I'm gonna wait and buy the 4K. So for the past week or so, I went into Target. Didn't have the 4K. They had the Blu-ray, and it took them a while to even get the Blu-ray in. I went into Walmart. They had nothing. And Walmart is supposed to have the exclusive that has, has the poster and everything. And I didn't want to order it off their website because then you have to pay shipping. Side note, I did pre-order the Batman 4K set, though, because that was at a good deal. And I pre-ordered that. So that's actually coming on my birthday, which is cool. At least what the pre-order estimates say. But anyways, back on topic. So I haven't found this movie in stores. And then, because I didn't want the Blu-ray, I wanted the 4K because, I got Scream 1 on 4K, which is the only other Scream movie on 4K. So I have to have this one on 4K too. I need them to match. OCD. And I'm not gonna settle for that that primitive format. Blu-ray, who even watches those? You should be watching only 4K and only 4K. Says the guy that is watching a lot of DVDs as of late, but I'm just messing around. But so I went into Walmart, found it on 4K finally. And I had the money, and I bought it. Okay, listen closely. I bought this movie. Now, I did see that the plastic was a little torn, like the actual plastic wrapping, but it started slipcover on it, and, it wasn't completely torn open. So I was just like, well, okay, it's probably just, it was the last 4K on the shelf. Probably someone put it down and the plastic got torn up, them trying to put it back on the shelf. Because I've done that before, on accident. I try to be careful with these things. But that just happens, So I go out. So I was in Walmart with someone and they were taking a little bit longer. So I had, the guy at Walmart, he checks my receipt and everything, goes, yeah, you're good to go. So I'm just sitting there waiting for someone before I can just walk out of the store because I'm waiting for him. So I took this movie, I opened it up, pulled it out of the slipcover, out of the plastic. This is what I found. No digital copy, no disc. So I'm like, well, shit. So luckily it was as I was leaving the store, right? Because, I still had my receipt and they knew I was just there a second ago. So I showed the guy and he's like, you're just going over to customer service. And I said, so what do you think they're going to do? Are they going to refund me my money or what? He said they'll most likely just refund you. But so I go over there and they say, oh, all right, let's get a manager. So I'm not even joking, I'm waiting there for 30 minutes while they're helping all these other people in line and stuff. I get it. You're busy, but 30 minutes to get a damn manager, because she's probably just sitting in the back from what it sounded like, and I'm like sitting here like waiting here for 30 minutes. And finally they come over and they say, we cannot refund you. So what you're able to do is we'll get you a different copy like this one. You can just go pick out a different copy. And I said, well, that was the last 4K one. I saw a Blu-ray, that's why I was so inclined to grab it. It was the last 4K on the shelf, And she goes, okay. She sends a person over there to check. and see if I was correct, if that was the last one, and then they'll figure what to do from there. But it really sounded like to me that if there was not another 4K copy, they would not have refunded my money. Okay, this is a $30 item. It is not my fault that someone opened this up, stole my disc, and my digital copy. Like, so she comes back, and I'm sitting there waiting almost like 15 minutes for her to come back. She comes back, and she finds another copy. And you know, my fear with, they didn't take me with them to go look. She just runs back there. And my fear with that was like, okay, are you going to do that? Right? Like, are you going to just like, are you going to be an idiot and be like, oh, here's a Blu-ray, you know? Because they have Scream Blu-rays, right? So were they going to try to make me just settle with the Blu-ray? No, I wanted a 4K, you know what I mean? So it was this whole hassle. And luckily they were able to find one. And I got my movie, but it was not worth the headache of that nonsense. So I don't really know personally what I'm going to do to alleviate this problem. Probably just movies like this that I just really want day one. I'm just going to bite the bullet from now on and pre-order them. I feel like titles like this, you know, the big mainstream titles, I think the fun of those is buying them in a store. You know, the other ones I pre-order, they're probably not going to be in stores. That's why I pre-order them and buy them online. You know what I mean? This is going to be in a store. But, you know, I've waited almost 3 weeks to get it, and I got a copy without a disc. You know, and I think it was some asshole who opened it up and stole the disc and digital code, you know. But it is on Walmart for trying to, like, argue with me and, like, not refund me my money, you know. Not that I wanted my money refunded. Like, I literally told the woman, hey, if, you know, my best option here would get to see if you guys can find another one of these in the back, because I don't really want a refund. You know, I want another one of these, because that's what I came to, like, literally, I came to Walmart for two things: Q-tips and damn Scream. You know, I want to watch this movie. And so that was the headache I dealt with. Was not happy about that, but I'm going to deal with that. It makes me kind of mad I didn't pre-order the new Jackass movie, because I want that too. And I'm hoping, you know, I work Tuesday. I'm hoping on Wednesday I can go down to Target, just go buy a copy, and it'll be there. You know, that'd be nice, but who knows? But it's just not worth the headache anymore. Again, these type of things from now on will probably be things that I pre-order and stuff, because it's just like, it's not worth the headache of going into a store. And, you know, these stores like Walmart, they don't stock them anymore. You know, and I think that's the problem with physical media nowadays, is people have this idea, oh, Walmart doesn't have the latest thing. You know, and part of that is two things. Walmart and these places, their customer service is just getting worse and worse over the years. Whether that be that people just don't give a shit about you anymore, or whatever it is, they're just not that good and they just don't stock their shelves anymore. It's also, this thing's become an online market, because what's the point of, you know, dealing with all this hassle when you just go on Amazon, get it for probably like $2 or $3 cheaper, and you don't have to deal with any people or hassle and stuff like that. And I would say, from my experience personally, Amazon's customer service has actually been pretty decent, though I haven't had to majorly use them that much. But you know what I mean? So from my experience, it's not been that bad, and that's why I say, you know, just I'm not going out and doing this anymore. Maybe Disney titles I'll still pick up day one, if I really want them, because, you know, that's a little bit different, right? It's a Disney title. They're always going to put those on the shelf, especially Target. They put out those Target exclusives. Like, if I'm looking for an exclusive, probably, because I'm a big Amazon guy, because I really hate paying shipping. That's just me personally. But, you know, Very frustrating with these things, but let me know your thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe. And what do you feel about, um, just pre-ordering things or buying things in stores? Do you pre-order? Do you buy in stores? What are your worst experiences with customer service over physical media? Just share it down in the comments. I thought I'd share this story because I feel like it is representative of things that I'm sure the physical media community probably is experiencing, and it's very unfortunate.